why you should be purchasing cryptocurrencies. What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about why you should go ahead and be taking a look at cryptocurrencies and possibly, investing if it's your first time. Before I do go ahead and get started, I just want to go ahead and say, just remember, none of this is financial advice nor legal advice. All of this is solely my opinion only. So today we're going to be talking about a very, very important topic in my opinion, and I believe a lot of people should be talking about this everywhere and should be more aware. But I'm going to go ahead and bring this awareness to you, and I hope you guys find lots of value in this. But we're going to go ahead and start off with this article that I pulled out and I came across, and I was like, I have to go ahead and make a video for this and point out the reasons why I'm extremely bullish in cryptocurrencies, meme coins, and people are going to be like, what do you mean meme coins? Like, why would you be bullish on that? And I'm going to go ahead and go over the reason why. But let's go ahead and start off with this article, Purchasing Power of the US Dollar Over Time. This was published about 2 years ago. So 1913 was when the Federal Reserve started, and $1 had a purchasing power of 25. Currently right now, a little outdated, like I mentioned, 2020, $1 McDonald's coffee, which is totally false. McDonald's coffee is around $1.30 now. I think $1.40 for iced coffee is just as expensive as Starbucks. So I would definitely say that's not the case anymore. And we could go ahead and all assume that inflation has been going up like crazy. The cost of living, cost of food has gone everywhere, not just the US. The US is just one of the biggest indicators that the DXY, the US dollar index. So just to go ahead and let you guys know, if you guys aren't aware, every time the dollar goes up in value, crypto decreases. Sometimes so does the stock market. And when the dollar actually goes down in value, cryptocurrency goes up. So we want the dollar to crash. We want the dollar to do whatever it has to do in order for cryptocurrency to go up, right? But one of the biggest things that I came across that a lot of people say is that people lie, numbers don't, and history tends to repeat itself. So we go back onto this chart. I found this out very interesting. I was like, this is crazy. I got to talk about this. Monday, bank crisis. You guys can look all this up. I'm not going to go ahead and go too crazy. I'm just pointing out what stood out to me the most. Around the early 2000s, dot-com bubble. And right now we are in a tech crisis and possibly a bank crisis as well. Tech crisis because, a lot of the tech companies have been doing massive layoffs. You heard the Googles, the Amazons, the whole entire thing if you're in the tech sector. And you've been hearing a lot of banks, closing, a lot of startups closing. So I would say, in my opinion, we're in a tech crisis / bank crisis. So that's that, right? What has been going on recently? So recently we've been having global debt ballooning, which is causing the currency to devalue. And like I mentioned, this is all across the world. And one of the biggest things is, what have central banks and the Federal Reserve done? Well, nothing. That's the short answer. Really nothing. All they really have done is pump more debt into the market. And why is that? Because the Federal Reserve and the central banks have only one product to offer to everyone, and that is debt. And people are like, why would they go ahead and do that, right? Doesn't that affect them? Well, not really. Well, the more debt they put in and they pump in, the stronger they actually become. And people actually think it makes them weaker, but it actually makes them a lot stronger, which is the reason why, debt's very important. And that's the reason why that's how the economy's valued, if you want to say. We live in a world that is created for more debt, for more consumers. So the more consumption that goes on, the better it is for the banks and the Federal Reserve. They're able to make more money off people, loans, whatever the case is, inflation, all of that stuff, right? But one of the biggest things that people don't ever think about is what happens when the debt bubble pops. Well, all of this goes down, And I think that's one of the reasons why I made this video today. I wanted to go ahead and point out one of the reasons why you should be investing in hard assets, cryptocurrencies, meme coins, whatever the case is, and why you should be making money during these times and taking advantage of. Once the debt bubble pops, everything's going down and crypto's going to go up, in my opinion. This is solely my opinion. It's the reason why I'm bullish in cryptocurrencies, because that is a time when a lot of these central banks, Federal Reserve, they're going to go ahead and start running to go ahead and create their own digital currency. FedNow, we've been hearing about that. A lot of countries have been doing that. Probably a lot of you people live in countries that already have their digital currency. The U.S. has not gone through that. We're currently in that stage, but I think that's one of the reasons why they are pushing as much debt as possible. So when they fully inflate that bubble, it pops, and then that's the excuse they can go ahead and bring to the table why they should go ahead and create a new currency. And I just want to go ahead and leave you guys with this. What happens when you go ahead and fill up a balloon with water? Well, I'm sure everybody's done it, right? When you fill up a balloon with water, eventually you could fill it up so much that it eventually pops. And that's what I think, in my opinion, the Federal Reserve and the central banks are currently doing. They're just pumping all this debt into the economy to go ahead and just keep on inflating it and saying that we're in a strong economy. I mean, they continue to say this, give us a massive opportunity like I talked about. And I think if it would give you a massive opportunity to cross the scale, and I'm going to go ahead and give you a couple options for you to go ahead and take a look at. So if you don't really want volatile assets, which I really doubt a lot of you guys are like that because you guys are, watching this video. But if you guys do not like, or gals like, the volatility, take a look at, silver. Silver in the year has gone up 6%, which is really good just from holding, and then you have gold go up 8%, which is really good. Go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin. If this is only from 2017. From 2017, if you would have just bought at $2,000 and you just were able to time the market perfectly and you sold, you made almost $65,000, $63,000, $62,000. Let's say you're still holding Bitcoin and you were one of the few people to find out about it around this time. Well, even if you wanted to go ahead and cash out, you still be up like over 100% of your investment in a couple years. Keep that in mind. Meme coins. Why do I love meme coins? So meme coins brings us opportunities to go ahead and make money. You could actually go ahead and be making more money while you're keeping up with inflation with these prices, right? Whether it's swing trading, trading Bitcoin, trading meme coins. I like meme coins just because you can make, these massive gains of 37,000%, 16,000. It's not always the case, but if you get lucky, you get some. What do you do after that when you make that money? Well, you just start throwing it probably in gold and silver, throwing it into Bitcoin or Ethereum and whatever asset class you guys believe in, you should go ahead and do, right? Like I said, none of this is financial advice, but I think this is definitely a topic I wanted to go ahead and bring up to everybody to be